Hi everybody, welcome back to a brand new edition of My Poetries, My Pod. I have a very special guest, an actor, a dancer, a beautiful soul, and somebody who has agreed to do this live with me. So I'm really excited about saying hi to her. I'm gonna go off my filter and see if we can say hello to Nitishri. It's a wonderful Saturday, and I'm hoping that you guys are having a fantastic day. My Buttery is a very unique space in Kodamangala, 5th block. There are a bunch of workshops and we have a bunch of exhibitions coming up in these upcoming months around food, fashion, and festivities. So yes, come visit our space. I'm currently at home today. I'm going to say hi to Nitishri in exactly or. Good morning. Right, I've sent her a request. Oh my God, it's so cool. Such a beautiful wall behind you, and it's so colorful. Thanks so much for joining us on Recorded.
Thank you so much, Jane. Is my internet fine? Is there a glitch happening? No, no.
There isn't a glitch, but I would love to. Yeah, now it's fine. Are you on Wi-Fi or mobile data? Are you on Wi-Fi or mobile data? I think we're fine now. You can see me. I can see you perfectly well.
Yes. I can see you perfectly too.
Awesome.
Hi.
How have you been? This is the first time we're
I'm,
seeing each other like face to face, right?
yes.
And we decided to color coordinate. I'm wearing black, you're wearing white. What's the
Yes,
feeling?
see,
What's the
I'm wearing a
vibe?
floral white like you. I'm wearing your white.
That's very cool. I love the nose ring. Nose pin. And you've always had it, haven't you?
Yes. It's
I
one
just got
jewelry.
myself a nose ring.
Yes, I have a nose pin buddy right now with you.
Oh,
I can share
nice.
my nose
That's
pin.
fantastic. We have a common friend, Monica. Do you know Monica? She says, "Hi, ladies, looking pretty," is what she says. How do you know
Hi.
Monica? How do you know Monica?
Is it okay? There are different Monicas. I don't know which Monica
Oh,
am I
there's a
looking
Monica
at.
Mona Lisa who works with the Indian Express. She used to be my producer before. She just
Oh,
became
I
a
think
mom.
Clubhouse. I think
Clubhouse. That's
Clubhouse, if I'm not wrong.
that's
I
fantastic.
think,
That's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Really nice. How active are you on Clubhouse? Is that the new thing that everybody is on? How's it been?
Yeah, I think it's on and off actually. I can say some days I'm very active. I'm going because there's some really interesting rooms out there, so I keep going in and out, in and out, in and out, from one room to the other. And sometimes it's so frustrating that there are such amazing rooms happening at the same time, right? And then you really can't get into all the rooms at the same time. So it's just frustrating at times like that. But otherwise, I think I've attended a lot of live concerts there, so that's like really nice. I've attended great talks, but I've spoken to you on Clubhouse.
Yes,
I think,
yes.
and some really nice. I have met some really nice people on Clubhouse as well. People whom I thought I would never sort of. Speak to or probably have like a conversation with, but when I did have a conversation with them, it just flew like water. So I think that was yeah.
That's lovely, man. You have, a whole bunch of work to speak for you. And the first time I saw you, I think I saw you on Facebook. I have a feeling Monica's the one who, yeah, it was my producer who actually showed me your profile then. And I was like, oh my
Mhm.
God, this girl is so gorgeous. I'm sure you get this all the time. I have a bunch of active friends, but every time I see my active friends who are in Bangalore and have done work in like Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil. I'm just flabbergasted at how beautiful our South Indian heroines are. Have you always been this gorgeous? Are you going to take the compliment or are you going to be like, okay, don't know what to say?
No, I don't know. I think thank you for that compliment. Actually, that's very sweet of you. I think most of it is to do with good genetics because I think I got the best of my parents. My dad is tall and dark, and my mom is fair and very pretty and petite. So I think I've got the best of both worlds when it comes to me. But yes, I think. I remember the first time I saw you on, I think it was on Facebook itself, and I was like, oh my God, this woman is so inspiring. And I was just going on following you, and I would like your post. And I remember one of the posts that you had actually put up. I was like, oh my God, should I DM her? Will it be too creepy? Am I stalking her too much? So
This is like this mutual admiration society. You have, by the way, some fans from Chennai who are saying hi. and lots of people
Hi,
who are saying
hi,
hello.
hi, hi, guys. How's the Saturday going? Let me know how it is going.
Interesting. Yeah, so there was mutual admiration thing going on. But I was like, okay, she's really gorgeous. And then we had a common friend, Urvashi, who like connected us. And then we supposed to go on a date. So I have
Gosh.
met her, and I'm gonna make sure that I meet you very soon as well.
Yes,
But
yes.
what's happening of late? Like, how's the pandemic season treated you? And what is some of the work that you're doing? You have a new series that's coming up, and all of that. What's
Yes.
happening?
Yes. So I think the pandemic, to me, Touchwood has been a great learning experience. Actually, I think I think like last year was a little more hectic in terms of how I had to deal with things, and there was this whole um, agenda of what next. So that what next question was always there. So you don't know what is happening. Are we going fine, or is it going to be a full stop? And do I have to look for an alternate career? All of those things. But I think what I did was I took one day at a time, and I kind of like just worked with myself. And I think it gave me a lot of time to think through, to actually hone my skills, to work on myself as a person, as an actor, as whatever I do. So I think that was something that really helped me. And as and when the lockdown opened up, I think I started working with Bijoy. So Bijoy called me for one of Bijoy Nambiar. He called me for one of his shoots. So I was there in his shoot, and it was an epic project. It was a huge project, and he's my mentor. So Bijoy is my mentor, and I usually assist him as an assistant director. I usually direct with him and stuff like that, because anything I know about films is because of him. So I go
And
back to him.
it's
So
such
he's like
an
home to me. So I go.
immensely amazing body of work that he's put out there. I think something about his movies in terms of coloring, emotion, feeling, depth, technicalities.
Songs.
There's so much, right?
I think some of my favorite songs are his songs actually. So I go just keep going back to his playlist actually. But yeah, so I started working with him. So that web series. It's a Netflix series, and it had Madhuri Dixit in it, and I also played a body double for her in it. So it was a happy moment for me on my birthday. So apart from that, so that happened, and when that happened, Pawan called me. So Pawan Kumar called me, and we worked on a web series together in Telugu. It was my first Telugu project. I've never done a Telugu project before, and Telugu wasn't my comfort zone back then. Though I do know the language, I do know. I'm not as fluent as I'm with Kannada, Tamil, or Hindi. So I was just like, okay, let's just go for it. And I think that released last, I think 2 weeks back, and it's called Kudiyeda Maite. And I got to work with some really great actors, Rahul, Amla Paul, Pavan, so many people, Pradeep,
That's
all of these
fantastic.
people are such fab humans.
It
Yeah.
also was trending all across social media, right? That
Yes,
particular.
yes. I think yesterday or something, Bhavan sent me a post saying that it's trending #1 on the Telugu web series movies list, and I was just like, yay.
When I
Happy
first
dance
met
happening.
Pawan Kumar, I was like, I went to interview him. I was just like amazed at the intricacies of like how much knowledge that he has, and like what he wants to do. And you want to tell us about how South Indian directors, especially because now you're assisting and acting, have like inspired you to be like, maybe a director someday yourself? Is that something that's on the cards? Is that something that you're experimenting and exploring?
I don't know, maybe sometime in the future, not as of now. I don't really have the expertise for it now. But thankfully, I've had the good fortune to work with some of the greatest South Indian directors like Mani Ratnam sir, Bijoy Gautam, Pavan Kumar. All of these people are such, I mean, each one has their own unique way of uh, conceptualizing, bringing out a scene to life, and like the way they work with their actors. I remember the first time I was on set with Mani Ratnam sir, it was still a dream come true to me, right? I'm this girl who's never, I mean, I've only dreamed of all of these things, never been on an actual set, and I have no godfather kind of things to sort of like come and tell me, hey, why don't you come on set? I just walk into the set. I'm wearing my choli and my lehenga and all of those things. I'm walking on set and I'm seeing Manisa there sitting and writing his notes, making his notes, explaining to people. And and it's like clockwork, you know. It's like this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. And then he came to me and he's like, tell me your dialogues. I was like, what? Like, tell me my dialogues. I'm like, what am I supposed to tell you? So I'm like, I had no idea. I mean, I was so you know, overwhelmed with the whole persona that it was because I've grown up watching his films. I mean, Alai Paide was my first movie that I romantically fell in love with.
That I still go back to. Do you know it's still on my
Yes,
Spotify
and
playlist? I just listen. I think I watched the movie 100 times, and no movie has made me feel as much in love or romantic, right? I mean, it's been.
yes,
I
absolutely.
get what you.
Like Karnal Saragudu is my playlist even today. Like I get up and I listen to it and it just pumps my mood up. And he's the person who's given movies like Iruvar and whatnot. And I'm just there standing at his presence and I'm supposed to tell my dialogue. I forgot. I absolutely blanked out. I was like, he just came close to me. He's like, dialogue soluma. I was like, oh my god, okay, okay, I have to like just plug your hand. You
So
have
I
to tell
just
your dialogue.
realized you are a very typical Mani Ratnam heroine, you know, like in demeanor. Urvashi says hi, by the way. She just said hello. I just saw her in the comments. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Like, you know, like how, I mean, like, you know, those big eyes, the very quintessential Mani Ratnam heroine. Have you ever been told that, like, by other people other than
Oh
Mani Ratnam?
yeah. Yes, yes. When I was shooting with him, but in fact, when we were in Bondi, I remember so the people who worked with him are people who've been working with him consistently. And I remember I was there just rehearsing my scene, and there was a small dance sequence. I was just doing all of those things, trying to see what I can do. And that is a scene where Karthi comes in, like I play his sister, so he comes and he up. So I was and in between a dance choreography, so I was doing all of those things. And I remember the person who plays my mother and another person who plays my father in the film. They came to me and they were like, "Dude, like, why are you not in the film? Like, why are you playing this secondary character? You're supposed to like be like, look at you, like you have that long hair, look at your eyes and
Hair,
all of those."
exactly. Like they don't even
He was
have. It's
like,
almost like I mean, you have the look of Aishwarya Rai and Rahul. That's your original look. Right? Are you a fan of Aishwarya Rai?
yes, yes. I think I don't think there's one movie that I'm not. I loved her in the way she like in Dhoom or be it in Guru or in Iruvar, like when she, I mean, Hello Mr. Yadakarchi is like my, whoosh, how hot is she? Like, it's like that. So
Every
to
time
me,
I hear
it's,
that song, I'm like, hello, Mr. Edukachi. When I hear the song, I think of Aishwarya Rai and I'm like, I want to. I think all of us South girls have
but
watched
actually
Maniratnam
also
movies
that
and
kind, actually, I did meet her in one of my dance. So my first ever performance was for Mr. Bachchan, and it was on his birthday that we had to. It was a commissioned work by Roland and him, and it was a poetry by his father called Harivansh Rai Bachchan, and the musical was called Madhushala. And that was my first ever brush with tinsel town as in Bollywood and the A-listers and all of those things that they want to call themselves. But
right.
I learned so much on the project from Aishwarya, from Bachchan sir. I mean, he was so kind and he was so dedicated. I think I learned my lessons much earlier in life because. Having to see people like them actually work and on such close quarters, like we were rehearsing the dance the whole dance this one, and he actually came, he would come and he would stay with us and learn the choreography and get it until he gets it right. We were rehearsing and he would not hesitate if you go up to him and tell him, you know what, sir, this is wrong. Can we do it this way? Can we figure it out? He was so humble. He was so humble. He would and to see such kind of, I mean, it's Amitabh Bachchan, like, and you see him in such close quarters next to you, trying to figure out the steps, and I'm just looking at him and I'm just like, that's what I want to be. Like, I mean, that humility that he has, and the respect that he has for his art, fabulous. So to me, it was a great learning experience. So and in that is when I met Aishwarya Rai, Abhishek Bachchan, all of them, and everybody was just, it was almost like they don't have that air about them that they are so talented, they're so beautiful, they're so they're the most sorted after people in the world, but they're still so nice to you, and they'll just look at you, they'll smile at you, they'll thank you for coming and doing whatever you're doing for them, and it's just so nice. It's so humbling to just understand that हाँ यार मतलब ऐसे ही रहना है. So that's something that I learned I think when I
Your
was
Hindi is so good. Like, so 2021, considering you worked around with the likes of Mani Ratnam, Karti, now Amitabh Bachchan,
yeah
and now you've done
yeah
some work with Amla Paul and Pawan Kumar. These are some huge names that you work with. Have you ever thought of breaking into the larger Bollywood mainstream? I think you would do like fabulously well. Parvati has done it. Do you think that cross-branding is going to happen? Or are you looking forward to more OTT work? What's it like? What's this year and next year going to look like?
I think that is my dream space. That's the place that I want to be in. I want to create art, and to me, that's the place. That's the kind of thing that I connect to, and I hopefully I am trying to sort of work towards it. And in fact, I was to shift to Bombay recently, but then I've held it back. I want to do some more work in the south, down south, because I think. This is my comfort space. This is my home, and I would
You
rather
feel
I
that,
would
right?
do a little
Whether it's
more work
Kannada,
here.
Tamil. Do you do Malayalam as
Yes,
well? Right.
yes. I think solo was in Malayalam. I think I started off with Tamil and Malayalam actually. So yeah.
How was the experience with Solo? I mean, I finally got to watch it some time back. How was that whole experience like for you?
Oh, Solo. My God, I think that film is going to be so dear to me because though I've had a lot of this one with Bijoy on that, but I think that film is something that I learned what filmmaking is, what art is, what um, I mean, it was surreal. I mean, working with somebody like Dulkar and Sobenika, they are somebody. I mean, they just so they just brought things to life. And I was so flabbergasted just looking at how they would do it. And I mean, I would read the scene with them. I would go and rehearse with them, and I would just see them transform on screen, and it was so humbling. It was so humbling. I think it was the first film that I assisted with Bijoy. I remember when I told him that I want to assist you, I want to learn more about films, and I really want to sort of learn from you. And he just looked at me and he was like, you sure you don't want to be friends with me anymore, or what? Why do you want to like do this to yourself? I was like, I don't yeah, I was like, I wanted to learn. And it was in that film, so it was so funny. So I gave my last shot in one of the we were shooting in Bombay, and I gave my last shot there. And the next scene, I was setting up the place because I just we were shooting a different story, and I was setting up the whole area and doing art and all of those things. So it was nice. So one place, one time I was in front of the camera doing all of those things, and then second thing was this. I was just there behind the camera looking at all the things, and having. I mean, I learned so much from from that film, especially with Suhasini ma'am, with Nazir sir, with Suresh Chandramenon sir. They are. I mean, they are. You can't even know. You. It's beautiful. Like I think to me that was magical.
I can actually see it in your eyes. Like, and somebody says, "Hello, Nitya Arati." I'm sure you get this word a lot, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Hey, thank you, it's
my
Ramya. Hi, Ramya. Another friend of
whole bunch of
mine.
people who are joining you and saying hello. What's the support been like for you to continue being an actor in spite of being in the midst of this pandemic? What's been the energy like, the zest like, the comeback spirit like? Because as actors, you guys, when you're not working, it can actually depress anybody, and it has depressed people all across. And then you finally want
Yeah.
to be on stage, you want to be on set, you want to be, facing the lights again. So how has that
Yeah.
comeback and resilient sort of a spirit, like just attacked you and done you right?
I think to me, it was like I was entering the stage for the very first time. Like it felt like I mean, the pandemic had such drastic effect on all of us that I was just waiting to get back on set. Like, I just wanted to be on set. Like, I would just call up my friends and I'd be like, "Are you shooting even an ad film? I don't mind. I just want to just be on set." Like, it was like that. But thankfully, I did. When I started off, I walked on set and I with the Netflix project I was talking about. I walked on set and it was Madhuri Dixit ma'am was right there and we were doing some dance sequences and it was it felt so right. It felt complete. You're like, okay, fine. It's not as bad as you thought it was. Like all the overthinking that you've been doing over the period of, I think 7 months, 8 months. It all just was worth it. It was like, okay, it's not that bad. People are going to come back to it. It's going to be fine. So I think that was what, and I think at one point all of us just wanted to get back to it. We were missing it so much. I remember talking to my actor friends and be like, yeah, let's just go, let's just do something, let's just figure something out. And it was like that. So it was, so when I actually faced the camera during the pandemic, to me, it was like, okay, it's fine. It's not as bad as I thought it was. So yeah, to me, yay, it was a happy moment.
That's fantastic. I mean, finally getting on set for you, or getting, like new projects for other actors. Everybody would have really looked forward to coming back, because I saw so many posts of even stage and theatre actors saying, okay, finally things are opening up again. So that's like the positive sort of a vibe. But going forward, hopefully there is no third phase. Is what everybody is praying for. What are your thoughts?
I think this pandemic has taught one lesson to all of us, which is all of us are in this together. We can't win this by ourselves. It's not possible at all. It's impossible for us to. I can see the comments that are read. Hi, so Swapnil worked with me in what do you call in the Netflix project I was talking to you about. So he's a phenomenal singer and a great sound engineer. Hi Swapnil. Hi Muddy Fingers. That's Harsha again. He has great. He does a lot of drives.
I called you the OG. Like they're like, you're the coach, and I'm sure working with you, they would know that you bring in that energy, zest. Someone else has said. So Kanay has said, hi Nitya. So good to listen to your live. Keep up the good work. Sai said, hi Nitya, you look so beautiful, sweetheart. I mean, these are the comments that are coming in. It's like see this energy and this love, right? How much have you enjoyed this love, and how is that going to take you forward? And are there any big projects that you're really looking forward to in the upcoming months?
I am actually. I can't really talk about it though, but I'm really excited. We'll be working on something. So I really, really hope that comes through. And if it does, then it would. Fingers crossed. And I hope all of you guys just shower me the same amount of love. Like seriously, because that is what is required. Especially going back to the previous question that you asked me. I think the pandemic has taught us one thing, which is just all of us are in this together, and we have to get through this together. We can't do this single-handedly. It's impossible. And when it's like when the situation is like that, I can actually see all of us coming together and working towards what we want to be in terms of art. I think over the period of time, I'm connected with so many artists who are of similar thoughts and who really want to do great work. And I think at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's beautiful, and it doesn't matter. It's irrespective of what you do, right? It's irrespective if you're an actor, dancer, a musician, a pot maker, a cook, a chef. It doesn't matter. I think all of us have gone through the same thing. All of us have been hit in one way or the other, and I think that is a lesson. Going forward, I think we should like sort of understand, take this as a lesson, know that okay, at some point we need to pause and think and maybe do things together, do good, and that's all it is.
And do good and glow like that, like that happy sort of like a good, like I feel like if I wake up, if I were a guy, I would love to wake up and see your face like that. Like there's something to wake up and look beautiful. I think you come in that category of people, and it's not just about beauty in terms of physical beauty, but I feel there's a sort of a happiness radiating from you inside. And is that something an actor always needs? That that penchant to inner passion to just be, and like there is that joie de vivre, or that I can see that in your eyes, in your demeanor, in your the way you smile, the way you talk, the way you like use your hands, the way your head is. Like, is that something that you're blessed with? Like, is that innate or is that a personality
No,
you've developed
no,
over
no.
time?
It's developed. It's definitely developed over time. I've always been a quiet kid. I was a very quiet kid. I never really had much friends in school. Though I would speak to everybody, but I never really had many friends in school. And I've always been a loner as a child because both my parents would go to work, and I would be by myself. And I think I would just be by myself and love my own company. And I think over the period of time, that sort of like really taught me to I think I started being there for people who were not like that and who would feel lonely when they're being alone. And I've had my fair share of struggles with that as well. But I think I just live by this one quote, which is from not many great people. Also, it's by Snoopy, and he says. He's talking, and the Peanut says, we die, we're all going to die someday, and no, we're all going to die anyway. Why are you even doing this? And so Snoopy comes back and says, that's wrong. We die only once, but we live every day. So when you go with that, I think that is something that stuck with me, and I try to do that as much as possible. Try to be as positive as possible. Try to give. As much as possible because I know what it is to be negative. I've been in that place. I know how it is to sort of not have somebody for you, to not talk to anybody, to feel, to be in a place which could, take you down a dark spiral. And I do not want anybody to go through that because I know how it is, and I do not want that to be somebody else's life every day, waking up to darkness. I do not want that. And I try to be
I
as
think I read a quote
happy as
that went,
possible.
I loved your Snoopy quote, but I read something yesterday that said, you know why I love so hard? I love so hard because I have never experienced this sort of love before. So whether it's loneliness or sadness or dark times, and I think actors, of course, just like other humans, experience the whole range of emotions because that's when you can express it that much more,
Absolutely.
maybe
Yeah,
what we can't, right? So, since
correct.
you are constantly thinking and, wanting to be that ray of sunshine, I guess it's an everyday effort, not just for you, but for everybody out there, right? To do
So
that.
true. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, of course, I have my off days. There are days when I do not want to talk to anybody. I just want to be with my books. I want to not do anything. I just want to go work out, go for a walk, feel the rain, do my gardening, do my normal stuff, and that's all I want. And that is something I like and I enjoy. And it's over the period of time. It's after a lot of back and forth, a lot of thoughts, a lot of being by yourself that you realize that it's the smaller things that you do every day. It's that's what makes a big difference. Like even if it's something that's as simple as if something that's it's as simple as just going for workout or going for a walk, but if you make that a routine, you that sort of stays with you. That sort of becomes your happy space. You go back to that. Always dancing. Happy to
Absolutely.
dance if I
I
was
mean, I think
sad. I would to me that's all it was. I would dance when I feared. So I think that sort of and more than anything, I thankfully touched it. I was blessed with some my family, like my grandparents. Like if I didn't want to do anything, I would just go to their house and I would just sit with them and I would just talk about philosophy. Like I so much to talk about, and they would teach me if not anything, I would just be there and talking to them. They would tell me some stories, some Perumal stories, some kind of things that they would just keep telling, or their childhood stories. That is what it just puts a smile on your face, and it's. I think that's what stayed with me. I think that's what I try to do. Yeah.
that's interesting, man. It's nice. It's important that you brought out the fact that you create a routine, you follow it, you look for life and inspiration, whether it's your grandparents or friends or whoever it is that you're talking to. I am going to end this session and take you to my live on my Instagram for 20 minutes. But somebody's asking, how do we collaborate with you? I'm sure so many people DM you and text you and
DM me, guys.
ask
DM
you.
me.
How do people
DM
approach
me,
you
or
to
you
new
can DM
directors?
Anunitya, so she handles me, so you can DM me or anybody like that. Oh, there's Nishita. Hi, thank you. Thank you. How sweet. But Jane, I actually have something to tell you that I've heard you speak on radio. I've heard you conduct a lot of interviews with people, and you and I've seen people come back at you, be it the trolls, be it anybody for that matter, and the way you bounce back, it is so powerful. It is so filled with so much positivity. You don't hit back at them with negative comments. In fact, it's almost it's
I
almost
mostly
like
reply with funny comments because my
yes,
whole idea
exactly.
is, trolls are people who are probably non-existent or real people who are, hiding behind their cameras, hiding behind their identities. And every time,
Absolutely.
I'm sure there are people who are, like, I also think it's because somewhere they're fixated with you, with whoever you are, and they want your
True.
attention. So when they can't get your attention in the way that they expect to, which is regular, then they try all the other stupid things. So, like, wait, and I have all sorts of comments. I find them super funny. Don't you find them funny? Like people who are sliding into
Yeah,
your
I do.
DMs and
It is, you know what, the saddest part is sometimes you're having a good day and then you randomly look at a comment and you'll be like why do you have to be so negative in that, like, it's that. But I've always seen you hit back so positively, you come back so positively, be it your positive quotes on your body positivity or your mental health or so many other things, and normalizing uh, things that we usually don't talk about, and be it sex, be it menstruals, be it periods, be it so many things. It's so nice to just see that from you, and I think it's mutual, man. I see you sometimes when I'm off. I just go and look at your post, and I'm like, oh, he's so positive. Like you dance like so beautifully and so gracefully, and I'm
yeah,
just
I
like,
dance like for just like fun. But you are an actual dancer, aren't you? Like, are you a trained
yes,
Bharatanatyam dancer? You
yes,
are, right?
yes.
And
I
how long have
trained
you
for that.
been doing this?
Okay, so I started off my journey with dancing, like every Tambram
I think
house.
we got to read this comment. I'm so sorry. This person has been saying this the fourth time. Wanted to tell you that I watched the Vritra movie. You were looking cute and very good. I think this is the fourth time he's
Thank you.
commenting, so I had to read it.
How sweet. Thank you. What's his name? Harish, thank you so much. That was very kind of you. Thank you so much. I think Nasan was also there. So Nasan was, so the poster that you see behind me, that's Mughal Azam. So that was my, one of my theater plays. And Nasan did the sound for that. And, one of my favorite human beings again. So hi Nasan, thank you. Oh, Vesta is here. So okay, so Vesta is my aunt, and my first ever photo shoot for be it projects or be it in terms of I think commercial photo shoot was with her. She styled me. She still styles me, and she's also acted in Mani Ratnam's film in one of the roles in Chekka Chevandavanam, and she's one all round awesome human being. So hi Vesta,
That's
love
insane. Does
you.
beauty and grace and these beautiful big eyes and dancing and hair and all that run in the
Yeah.
family?
So dancing is something I started off. So like every household. So my mom put me into dance classes, Bharatanatyam classes, and I really did not like it. The whole aesthetics of it was I can't do this anymore. But then over a period of time, I started falling in love with it. About how beautiful it is, about how intricate it is, about beat the talam, the layam, the rasam, the emotions that you can portray, the range of emotions that you can portray, the beat from you could be happy angry, you could be sad angry, you could be anything for that matter, and that was something that really got onto me. Dancing was one thing like that. So I moved from Bharatanatyam. So I learned Bharatanatyam for almost 10 years, 10 no 15 years I think, 15 years, and then I moved to Kathak. Then I moved to contemporary, Indian contemporary. So I think at one point I was dancing all three of it. So yeah.
That's insane, man. I mean, you've been dancing for so long, and I can, when I see people like Shobhana, Rukmini, and then now you, like, I see that one commonality, which is just like divine grace, like, just beautiful. I would love to see you do a complete, like, a movie which is just like you dancing. I think it would be insane.
Oh, I would
Like,
love it.
one of those
If
classics. Have you ever thought about doing a role like that?
I want to, I really want to. I'm hoping I get something like that, but let's see.
That just the yesteryear breeze of yesteryears, like you almost fit, like, say, I don't know, one of those from the temples or sculptures, just they start talking about You did that
Like
very well.
I haven't blushed so much in a really long time. Like I'm like, can you see my cheeks have
Yes,
become
yes,
pink?
I
I've
can.
been blushing for so long.
On behalf of all your fans, everybody is saying the same thing. I'm just echoing that sentiment. It's very rare to see, contemporary women have that extremely traditional aesthetic about them. So it's contemporary because you speak just like us, but then you do have the that look and grace of the yesteryear, which is why I'm sure someone like a Mani Ratnam should do like main actor work with you. I'm like willing
Yeah,
it for
man.
you.
Even I'm hoping. Even I'm hoping for it. Hopefully, I get to be there and do that someday. Hopefully,
Fantastic.
but yeah,
On behalf
yes.
of My Tree, I'm going to close this session. You must come and visit the space. It's a very beautiful space. If you ever want to do a
Absolutely.
theater workshop, it's filled with light and it's beautiful. We're constantly doing
Oh, I would
workshops
love
and
to
things.
do that. I would love to do
Yeah,
that. I would definitely do
yeah.
that. Or rather, if they just give me the space, I would be more than happy just to be there and work for myself. So yeah.
You anytime that you want to come and you want to do something fun, it's just streaming with light. It's a small space, but it's a very beautiful space. And the whole idea of the MyPod initiative is Sangeeta, Jaya, and Vinita, the three ladies who run this place, just want people to come in, whether it's food or music or theater or any sort of a collaboration. They want people to use the space and just feel the happiness and the good vibes. Have a bunch of very interesting exhibitions and bazaars coming up as well in August, September, and
Mhm.
October, where it's going to be ethically sourced fashion, food, and like festivities. So it's going to be a lot of fun things which I will put on my wall.
You just
But I'd
said
love for
all
you to
things
come
that I
to
love.
that. Yeah, all things that you love.
Absolutely, absolutely.
People asking you
Yes, I would
questions.
love to come and visit that place. Yes. Somebody's asking,
But
will you give active courses too?
yeah, because I think I said workshop. Yeah.
Yes.
And someone is saying, please say
Oh,
Vanakkam
oh yeah,
for
that's
your Tamil
Ashwin. Oh
fans.
my God, Ashwin. So Ashwin is my co-actor. So we did a film together in. So he's a theater actor as well. I've known him from theater days, and we did a film together, a short film which was to be pitched for the bigger things. And I think it has developed. It's still in the developing stages. I'm not very sure of it. So Ashwin, I met there, and hi Ashwin, so sweet. I remember when Ashwin was there, my film I think teaser was out at that time, and these people just treated me like a celebrity randomly. They'll be like, "Hi, madam, I want to come and talk to you, madam," and stuff like that. Like, but these are fabulous actors themselves, and I've learned so much from him. Be it in terms of diction, in terms of projecting yourself, so many things. So thank you, Ashwin, for that. Hi again.
It's very interesting
Vanakkam.
that friends will come in and, say things like Madam Ninga workshop edupingala. That's nice. Are you Tamil or Kannadiga or Malu?
Okay, so I speak Tamil at home. I come from a Tamil background, but I've lived in Karnataka all my life. I've lived in Bangalore all my life. So I think I'm a mix of Tamil, Kannada, and Malayalam. I think, if I'm not wrong. So
Just
it's a
a
mix of
mixture
all.
of everything. All the good things
Yes,
sound. On that
yes,
note, I'm going to take you to my page and I do something called
yes,
Fun 10 Questions. I'm going to take you to my page. We're going to leave it there. I'm going to just post this.
yes.
Thank you so much on behalf of My Tree and the
Thank
ladies who
you.
run
It's
it.
not great to see
Thank
you
you so
there.
much. Any one shout out you have for all the aspiring actors who possibly going to watch this now or later? Young people who just begun their journey. Any shout out? Final shout out?
I would say keep at it. I know there are going to be differences, but if you really are passionate about something that you love, go for it. Go for it. Just go for it. I know it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to happen at all. But there's a sense of gratification that comes from it because you know that you've been true to yourself. So like don't let your dreams slip away from you just because you fear of a few people or being rejected from a few people. I face rejections every single day, trust me on that. But go for it. You will love it. I think that'll be my shout out to everybody who wants to follow their passion. I think, yeah.
Fantastic. I think that's exactly what we all need to do. Just wake up and pursue our dreams and keep slaying no matter how
Keep
tough
at it.
times get.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
Awesome.
absolutely.
I'll
Yes,
see you on my page. I'm just going to post this and
yes.
come back.
I
All
can't
right?
wait. I can't
Yay,
wait.
yay, yay.